Hey everybody, this is Aylad, and we're about to start streaming a little Starmade. Alright, hey guys, how are y'all doing today? Tonight, whatever your time zone is. So, once again, we are back working on the rebuild of my old Asteroid Drill. For the start of the stream, there's a few things I want to test out right quick. There has been a new update since the last time I streamed. I've got it installed, and I'm curious to see if a couple of bugs are fixed and a new feature that's been added. So for the first thing, we're gonna try to figure out how to align this. I'm gonna try to see if the issue with pickup rails has been resolved. Not so much. That's kind of frustrating. But hey, whatever. It's all good. I am definitely docked. I'm also definitely not moving along that rail. Right? Right. Because no matter how slow this is moving, it should definitely not be perfectly lined up yet. Okay, well, we know now that doesn't work. Still. I have reported that bug. I have not heard any feedback or seen any changes to the bug, so I don't know. Then the other bug that I've reported recently involves the new repulsor blocks. Still don't have art for the hotbar. That was one of the two bugs that I reported with them. And the other thing, close that. The other thing is that they don't appear to rotate properly. Ooh, they did fix that. That is good to see. Alright, so they do start in an interesting position. Don't know if that's intentional. I'm going to use these decoratively, kind of the way that I used thrusters on the original. But I want them to be rotated properly before I do it, so I'm not going to be installing those tonight. Hey, Bacon, how you doing? Yeah. So, at least they got the rotation issue fixed. But yeah, they still need art for the taskbar, because it's there, you just can't see it. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let me go ahead and replace that block with something else so that I know what's there. Alright, good. Glass. Did I click on glass? Okay, there we go. And then the last thing that I wanted to check out was the new reactor mechanic. I have some thoughts about that. I want to see it in person first before I comment on it. Let's see, reactor power. Yeah, okay. Reactor stabilizer stream node. Currently no art for that either. Alright, so we have reactor power. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna build a nice big one here. This is not final. This is only for testing purposes. Good. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, ignore and don't show again. Thank you. Alright. So, nice big reactor. Stabilization is at 22%. Alright, so that's obviously too close. We're gonna kind of bring it out to... How far away do I have to be? That's pretty far, actually. That's okay. Stabilization 33%. And it ticks upward. Alright, stabilization 100%. Right? Right. Alright, and at this point, like, what do I have? I've got 45 in the original, and I've got how many blocks? 35 in the stabilizer. Alright. There's supposed to be a visible beam connecting them. Am I right? Am I wrong? You know what? I'm docked. That might have something to do with it. Let me break the docking chain. Alright. This is why I use glass door in cockpits. Is that not supposed to be? I don't know. That's really weird. Alright, if I do something right here. Yeah, right there. What the heck? Won't even let me place a block adjacent to it. That is really weird. Okay. Alright, so, is anything working? Okay, let me try this. Let's see, I can't see and V it. I think they removed... I don't know, I mean, I was just looking at the update note on the energy beam thing. And this is the latest pre-release version. And these stream nodes are still in the game. I don't know, I don't know. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it, because that was only temporary anyway, right? So we're going to forget about it. If the nodes don't even have art, then, you know, maybe there's an issue with the art on the beam. But I'm glad I'm not the only person who isn't seeing it. So thank you, Bacon, for speaking up. That's weird. My thoughts on the whole beam thing. If you're not up to date, like what they said, and maybe they've reversed this already, but what they said was that connecting reactors to their stabilizers, they were going to what was it? There's going to be this energy beam thing that you can see connecting the two different, like the reactors to the stabilizers. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. And that was, even though it was going to be non-physical, as in, I guess you can put blocks in it, maybe, or at least you can pass blocks through it. The idea was that you should be able to attack it, and it will pass damage that it takes onto either the reactors or the stabilizers or something. One or the other, maybe both. And the goal is to stop you from putting a reactor right here and then going out like 100 meters and building another little piece of your ship with a reactor on board. Yeah, it was supposed to be kind of like logic connections, like with a visible beam. But the beam is actually supposed to be like shootable, like attackable. The idea is to prevent people from building island ships where you've got a little reactor over here, you've got a little stabilizer over there, you've got your little core over there, you've got a gun over there, and there's nothing but empty space in between them. The thing is, nobody builds ships like that in any kind of serious fashion. unless they are deliberately trying to grief the system or exploit the system, which basically, for the most part, seems to mean PvPers who were so toxic about the direction the game is going lately that they're deliberately trying to break the new power system. Alright? I don't like the thought, and this is only a thought, like this hasn't been confirmed by the devs. I don't like the thought that those players get to dictate, even indirectly, the systems and mechanics that the rest of us have to actually live with. So that, I hope I'm wrong about why the devs put it in, and I'm not saying it's a bad mechanic. Like, it could definitely be an interesting feature of the game. But I am saying that if it's going to be in the game, I want it to be for the right reasons. Not because a bunch of toxic morons have decided to basically troll the rest of us by whining until the devs try to do something to appease them. Because they can get lost. You know what? If you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. There's space engineers. There's a whole bunch of space sandbox type games out there. The names of others are not coming to mind, but go play something else. And, you know, I'm not going to quit because of this mechanic. I don't like the thought that the wrong elements of the community are the ones who are being listened to. You know? Wrong elements being defined as people who don't have the best interest of the game at heart. People who just are resisting change because that's what they do. Anyway, that's my rant. That's all I'm going to say about it. I don't have anything against the PvP community. But I do have something against trolls. Especially when they're the ones that get to dictate stuff for the rest of us. Anyway, I'm done. I'm really done. I promise. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Looking forward to a Happy New Year. You know, this pretty much controlled like the first 3 months of streams on my channel for 2017. I'm hoping maybe I can finish this up in somewhat less time. Let's see, Began says, I think the new mechanic will add more depth and tactics to a fight. I agree. Like I say, I don't have anything against the mechanic. I really don't. It's questioning the motives why it was added. It's what I was kind of ranting about. I certainly don't have anything against it. Could be interesting to kind of have these exposed power beams running through your ship. From what I saw on the preview, the textures look cool. Something that I would kind of like to see, you know, with a little warp core around it. And definitely, you know, it's going to make for interesting gameplay. Like, there's no question of that. It's only the motives that I have a problem with. The possible motives. What I'm assuming to be the motives. With absolutely no proof whatsoever. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully the second version of this ship won't take as long as the first version did. But, you know, we'll see. It'll take as long as it takes. What I kind of wanted to work on tonight is actually not the main hull of the ship. Yeah. What I really wanted to kind of spend my time with tonight was actually designing the missile tubes. Not the missile tubes, the salvage tubes. Salvage beam cylinders over here. And I'm going to make those as separate entities. On the original there were 3. So I'm going to build 1, and then I'm going to attach the 3 of them to, or attach 3 of them to a central point. So let me kind of give myself a little room here, and salvage cannon. Well, salvage core 1. I don't want to call it salvage cannon because it's not going to be a salvage cannon combo. Alright. Let's see. The question, though, really is where do I want the core and control systems to be located? So if I zip through here, like... there's kind of this wasted space in here. Part of that was needed for these little bits to rotate around. Like they needed space to move and not interfere with each other. Or with the hull. And I have to kind of keep that need in mind. Where am I? There we are. I have to kind of keep that need in mind as I sort of work on this. So I think what I'm going to do... I'll come over here and see the front. I think where there's this rod kind of in the center, I think that's going to be the core. Or maybe it should even be this thruster block. Yeah, I'm not going to have that thruster there. It's something I can live without. Alright, so cool. And I'm not going to try to make an exact clone of what I had before. But I want it to look kind of close, because I was really happy with the design. So here are the slabs, put this back on. Boom. Okay. Then there's this little problem. Let me think how I want to do this. Let's see, let me give myself a little spacer. I'm going to come back and delete those later. I need my salvage barrels, salvage tubes, salvage modules, salvage computer. Looking. Thinking. How far out did this come? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This is 9 by 9. Alright, again. Totally temporary. Oh, look! Now it shows it. What the heck? I don't understand why it shows it now and it didn't show it before. Anyway, I'm just using these for markers. Placeholders. Alright. Brush length. 100? Yes. Shut up. Alright, so far so good. Alright. I'm gonna build a back wall under that. Back hull, I suppose. Could do this with symmetry on. I have to say that at least once every stream. Okay. I think I'm just gonna put... Well, actually I'm rethinking that before I even finish saying it. I think I'm gonna put salvage computers like right here. Okay. Kill that. From a distance, that'll be sort of hard to spot, I think. Go ahead and get rid of all this. Alright. Grab some kind of decorative or otherwise more or less useless block to put in that position. Let's see. Grab one of these. I'm gonna need some kind of cargo on this version of it. And let me grab some decorative electronic type stuff just to plop in. Let's see, storage. Yeah, that'll be good. Gonna be something in front of that to block the screen, but that'll give it a nice computery texture right there. I'll probably just go ahead and use the same stuff down here. Oh, I like, you know, I've never even noticed that, but I really like that little icon right there. It's got a little mining pick. Very cool. As this just says PC. I like that. Alright, actually, this be, whoa, different block. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, cool. Kind of look at how the end was shaped down here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's not going to try and be an exact match anyway. Personal computer again. Guess I don't have a whole lot of choices for how that's going to be oriented. That's going to be fine right there. Alright, let's see, slap in some hull. Oh. Yep. Don't know yet exactly how I'm going to do every step of this. Oh, jeez. You know what? Let's see. Clear. Symmetry. Something should have been done already. Right. Okay, let's see. About a couple blocks. Pop that in. Alright, so these are the larger diameter rings, I think. Oh no, I actually went a little bit larger than that for a lot of this, didn't I? Alright, that's cool. Why do I feel like something's wrong? Yeah, because something is. I'm gonna be picky about this. I was so happy with the way that the originals came out. Let's see, what if I do this right here? How did I solve that? Oh, I didn't. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Did this. So, let's go ahead and rip this out then. Which brings us back to the original question of where to put the salvage computers. Let's see. Let me look at one of these larger diameter rings. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this forward. I think maybe I do actually want to copy this as closely as I reasonably can. That'll make for a less interesting stream, perhaps, but I really liked the overall look of these. Like, the weight of it toward the rear, green bands, all this mess right here, the greebles. Like, yeah. I don't want to mess with that more than I absolutely have to. Alright, so I'm going to bring that forward one more. I'm going to... Wait. Hang on. If the power core is replacing that thruster, then yeah, so far so good. Okay, so that's the very front ring. Then there's one that's behind it, a little smaller. And yeah, okay, I got this. I got this. I can do this. No worries. Let me go ahead and slap this down to make this process very slightly faster. Whoops. Alright, There. When the pieces reset themselves in their orientation, that really bugs me. Okay. And I know these ridges aren't quite right, but they're negotiable, actually. Hey, it's Mirren. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Just like that. And that's the large diameter ring right there. That's as big as it gets. All right. Then there's a gap, and then there's another one just like it. Then there's the gap of 3. And there's, geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay. Let's see, I need this back again. So there, okay. Alright, now I've already got the first one of those, so I actually just need to go out 26. I don't know if I'm going to need those interior ones, so we'll save them for a bit. Oh, hello. Sorry, weird thing just happened on my screen. I think I hit a key combination I shouldn't have hit. Whoa. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. Hey, Douglas. Thanks, Mirren. Yeah, I want to see me make the drills too. Yeah, Douglas, Out of Touch with Starmade is an easy way to feel right now. They are revamping a lot. As you know. Like, I'm not telling you anything you didn't already know there, but yeah. It's not too bad, though. JW608's kind of where I go to keep track of my information. Just so as I know what's going on. Okay, grab these. I'm gonna rotate them this way. Get my vents in there that way. Grab the alloyed metal mesh, I think is how I want to go with this. Fill in there. I had system blocks running down the center of that on the old one. I don't know yet what system blocks I necessarily want to use, but yeah. Hey, JW608. Welcome. Good to see you. Just talking about you. Yeah. Actually, you probably showed up early enough to hear that. What with the stream delay and all. Okay, so then there's a gap of 2, and then there's a wide ring of 2, and there's a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another wide ring. Alright, so 2, 2, 8, 1. Alright, we can do this. Is there any kind of texture I need to worry about? Nope, it's all smooth. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in because I know I'm going to need it there. Okay, that's the bare minimum. I'm probably going to have to fill in that block I just took out. But this will do for now. JW is a favorite stop these days. Yeah, really, I mean... Yeah... Hate to brag on him too much, but he investigates everything and he does it without being toxic. Expresses opinions, but doesn't, like, go ballistic. That's a valuable thing, and it's slightly rare in the Starmade community these days. Yeah, it's no wonder that a lot of people are gonna turn to JW. Now, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, right. 2281. Gap of 2, ring of 2, gap of 8, ring of 1. There we go. I am too kind. I really am. Then we kind of bump it out for one block all the way around. This is actually, the green bands here are actually the widest part. I misspoke when I said otherwise earlier. So, take that out. No, actually that still just slopes down 1, doesn't it? Oops. I put that on the wrong thing. Well done, Aylad. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, let me see if I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. There's 6 in between them, then there's what? 5, 6, 7, 12 in between those. So I can't even really use symmetry because, well, I mean, I could switch it to even symmetry, I guess. Then I'll get confused later, so let me just do it the hard way. Alright, this is the one, yes. This time I'm building it on the correct ring. Oops. There. Alright, and I said there's a gap of what, 4 in between? That's correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one is another ring. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, then it steps down one. Okay. What did I say? It skips 12. 5, 2, and 5. Yep, 12. Beautiful thing about this time, though, that I've never been able to, or that I wasn't able to do on that one, is since these are separate entities that are going to be docked, I don't have to do this 3 times. I'd like to stream more, but almost always seem to find a reason not to. That is the main thing that kept me from streaming sooner and more often. But I gotta tell you, once you start making yourself stream, it gets addictive pretty quick. And those reasons not to kind of dry up and blow away. So, at least that was my experience. Of course, everybody's mileage is different. Right? This time, for whatever random reason, I've only got a gap of 3 in between. I'm gonna just go ahead and keep that. Good. Smaller ring, very nice. Copy paste works a whole lot better than it used to. I will say that. I could use it here, but like for something that took roughly the amount of time that I just took doing that, it would take me about as long to do copy paste, and the frustration would be a little bit more intense. It does definitely work a lot better than it used to, though. A gap of 5, then the ring. Got a whole different shape running right there, don't I? I figured that out. So 5 ring, 5 double ring. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just go ahead and do this right here. Save myself the trouble of doing it again. Good. See, I couldn't have copied and pasted that in that amount of time. Once you learn its peculiarities, it becomes second nature. I don't know, man. There's some things I don't know if I want to be natural. I don't know, it's frustrating. For complicated stuff, I definitely use it. Gap of 7. And then... a 7 wide large ring. Alright, so 7 and 7. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I can hollow some of this out. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I can do that. Might need it for system or logic blocks, you know? Actually, this can go. Oops. Ooh. Okay, cool. Do thrusters in different directions do anything? No, it's just decorative and it is about to be phased out entirely. If they keep the structural integrity mechanic, the way that I understand it is, if you have a big block of thrusters and somebody shoots it, it's not a big deal. If you have a single thruster and somebody shoots it, it's going to have very low resistance to that damage. And I saw somewhere that other small groupings on the same structure might also start taking damage. So like somebody shoots this one, and this one blows up, and this one blows up, and these blow up. And I don't need that. I don't need that kind of headache. So single thrusters are going to be a thing of the past, I'm afraid. They add to forward thrust if not aligned. Yeah, they do. They work exactly like thrusters pointing to the rear do. I think in every possible way. I think even the plumes still face toward the rear. They're just decorative. Like I wanted them to look like directional thrusters, like you see on some of the better space sims, like Elite Dangerous. What I'm going to start doing in place of them is most likely using repulsor blocks. I wouldn't really care too much if they got blown up. Alright, so where are we at? Not bad, not bad, not bad. I just got to fill in the skinnier parts. Most of those follow this plan right here. There's one spot right here that's a little different. Yeah. But don't worry about that when I get there. That's this band right here. Otherwise, they follow a pretty standard plan. So you need to bump this up one. Just like that. Okay. Oops. That. Yeah, thrusters make good stoves. I agree with that. And since they, as stoves, would be inside the structure, as long as it's got a reasonable amount of armor, I don't see any particular issue with using them decoratively there. Other than that, decorative thrusters are dead, I think. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Ah. Is that the one? That's the one. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's how it works. Good. Okay, now I need to take this down to about 5. Oops. There we go. And then this last little bit back here is on the same plan. Alright, good. Now I just got to figure out exactly how this wider section right here is built. Pretty straightforward, I think. Yep, that'll do. I'm going to go ahead, well, I think I'll make it a little bit thicker. Yeah. Oops. May do what I did on the original and have system blocks exposed there, but until I know that for sure, I'm going to do it like that. Alright, and that is most of the is this supposed to be? Oh, that's one of the narrower spots too. Yeah, this is most of the what you call 'ems. Boy, that was eloquent. Let's see. Right there. The thruster barrels, or not the salvage barrels. Language, words. Not hard. Oops. Let's see, that means I've got to fill in this a bit. Good. Oh, I suppose this was on the same plan, wasn't it? Okay. Boom. What about this? Same one? Same one. Okay, now finally I think I have all the rings of that size built. Now I just need to copy the green bands down. That gets slightly trickier. So I've got solid blocks connecting them at those 4, 8 points. Alright, let's see. Again, this could definitely be system blocks, but just for now, we're not going to do it that way. Undo. Four. 2, 3, 4. Alright, then we've got a little slope coming in. Yep. And in the meantime, the baseline is down here. Okay, see that. I don't know if that made that. I'm sure that didn't make any sense to anybody except me, but I know what I'm talking about in my head. I didn't use these though. I used these. So that's where that is. Okay. Grab this again. Okay. Now once I get past the slope, it pretty much is just a little step of slabs up to the 3/4. Good. Which means this is just going to go all the way across. Okay. Gotta get my green lights back. We go there. There, I think. Yep, okay. Yeah, looks right. Good. And it looks like I'm missing something. Oh, right. Yeah. That wasn't mesh or grill or whatever in there. Good. Okay. That is most of the main body of the barrel complete. Got a little decorative work to do. Got a little rail and logic stuff to put in. Oh, I need to fill in that gap right there, actually. Or do I? Trying to think. Let me actually hop out of this. I'm gonna have to come over here because I don't remember if that light gray ring was part of the main body or if it's part of the spinning bit. I think it was the main body, but I want to be sure. Hum diddly hum diddly hum. There should be, yeah, there's belt blocks on these. Alright, so come up here to the front. Oh, look, it is part of the spinning ring. Okay. Good to know. How about that? Right on. So is the place where I put the core, but that's too bad. That's just unfortunate. Because I'm not changing that. Let's see, can I do this? F1, F8. Boom, I can do this. Very nice. Uh-oh. Alright, so I don't actually need to put that in then. Okay. Is there anything else that I desperately need to do on the main body? Now let's put in some cannon barrels, or some salvage barrels. Let's see, out here these bits are going to be trimmed back a little bit in some places. I think this would probably be a good place for it, though. So let me just knock these out all the way around. Alright. Take off our symmetry. Good. And then I think I just need decorative stuff the rest of the way around. Oh well, I need to hide the screen though. I missed something there, didn't I? Alright. Oh, and there too. Jeez. What can I do about that? Is there anything I can do about that? I don't really want it showing. Nah. I'm just gonna have to put the storage somewhere else. Put that down. Where can I put it though? I'll probably just fit it in right here. Like, you can kind of see it, but it's fine. It's good the way it is. Alright, now this does need to point to some cargo space. And that's probably what I'm going to kind of fill in right around the edges of this ring here. Let's see, I've got 5 to work with. Let me put my symmetry back in. Okay, that's a fair amount there. And then I don't necessarily want to put them in there though. Let me think. Let's get some of these in. Alright, so to the salvage computer that's already there. Yeah, sure, I don't mind if the screen shows. Don't mind that much. Yep, that'll do. To the salvage computer that's on top here. And go ahead and connect all these rows. Good. Get a little checkerboard magic going on here. Messes with my eyes a little bit, though. Oh, you know what? It's not the way I should have done that. Let's see. So when I go to place stuff, it's going to want me to place it from the back. Let's get back here. Let's just do it with these. Be a little bit more visible, maybe. Good. All right. That's selected again. Drag this out to 100. Boom. Nice. Alright. Cut all the lights out. Here, select the bottom computer. And we're going to drop in the rest of the waffle. Does that have free pass all the way up to the front? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's open. Okay, good. Boy, this messes with my eyes, though. Okay, I think that's correct. I think that'll do it. So I need to test that though. Let's see. Let me wire up some simple logic up here. Oh well, I don't have any power. I don't know. Let's go ahead and wire up the logic. I'll have to add in a temporary power system, which is good anyway because I need to know how much power this is going to burn. Alright, let's see. Button. Undo. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Button. Is that gonna work? Let me disconnect that just to be sure. Yep. That'll work. Alright. Need a massive power core. Probably massive. I don't actually know. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to build enough to fully stabilize it. Oh, there we go. Now, why wouldn't that show up earlier in the stream when it actually mattered, huh? Right on. So that's the power something. I forget what they call it. The power stream. Alright. That looks really good. Like I said earlier, I wasn't knocking the mechanic. I was just knocking what I perceived to be the possible motive behind it. As a feature, it looks darn good, actually. I am so gonna make use of that aesthetically. Alright, see how we do. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's enough power. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Okay. So we get more reactor power going on here. Let's do a 5 cube, shall we? And then fully balance it or whatever. Fully stabilize it. Notice the power stream gets significantly bigger as we do this. Oh, and incidentally, as the reactor gets bigger, I was supposed to move this farther away. Huh. Well then. Let me just jump back another 100. Remember, this is only for testing purposes. And I certainly do not expect this to fire autonomously. Okay. Right. Oops. Oh, what? What does it mean stabilization 72%, stabilization 100? Okay, now I'm confused. Or probably I was already confused. Oh, based on the distance, it's stabilization 100. I got you. Okay. Alright, we got this. I'm not actually going to have to match the stabilizer in size to the reactor, am I? Is that what the formula? Oh, no. Wow, okay. Pretty darn close, though. Jeez. Anyway. It's going to need a lot of power. That's not even fair. Okay. Let's do... Well, I mean, I can't get much bigger with the reactor because the ship's size is limited. I'm just gonna have to downscale the barrels. Like, I can't fire that. Let me try chambers. Let me see what we got. Is it a logistics chamber I need? I think it is. Alright, so... Oh, right, okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3. What's my actual reactor size going to be here? Reactor size 125, chamber size 50, okay. 5. Alright, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Need to grab one of these. Connect it up. Specified chamber, mining bonus. But that doesn't improve energy efficiency. I was not thinking clearly about that. And that's what I'm after right now. Like, of course I can do mining bonus, but what I needed was energy efficiency. So reactor power chamber, obviously. Okay. Ignore. Oh. That's why it was giving me that. Okay. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Good. Power chamber. Specify chamber. Good. And I guess from there I actually need to go build another one, right? Alright, so reactor power chamber, specify chamber. Okay. Well, you know what, before I do that, let me see how this is firing now. Yep. Okay. Reactor power chamber, specify chamber, reactor booster 1. Okay. Level it up. I can't level up the base enhancement, apparently. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? I don't think I am. Now this, I can. just me or is that even worse? Mirren, yeah, this is the new power system. Okay, JW, tell me what I need to do. Am I gonna have to shrink the whole thing? Or what? Hey, Bacon, welcome back. What the heck? Okay, booster 2. Oh, right. Okay, these are the upgrades that I already had, right? Specify chamber. Booster. Okay. Level up. Consumption tab. Okay. Wow, okay. Well. Alright, so I've got 100 or each line takes 1500 power. Alright, so oh, the booster just gives a temporary boost. Okay, so alright, whatever. So at 1500 each, I'm actually producing what? I don't understand. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Power. Recharge. Yeah, okay. Alright, so with 2.5 seconds in between, due to the little timer blocks I've got, this number is more than 2.5 times this, obviously. So, just as obviously, I cannot run that many lines that long. So, even with this, the base enhancement, yeah. I'm gonna have to shorten the lines. This is Starmade. Well done. Yeah, this is the new update. This is that thing I was looking for at the start of the stream, the power stream. And man, I used to I used to be able to fire all of these suckers, like half of them in one go, and then as soon as they cut off the other half. And I didn't even have a whole lot of capacitors. on there. Now, there's no way, because the bigger the reactor gets, the farther away the stabilizer has to be. And I don't have that much room on the ship, so yeah. Right on. I'm not willing to make the ship that much bigger just for this, so it's going to be smaller miners. That's what it's going to be. I guess I could have left that. You know what? Let's leave that, because I'm going to be using that when I'm testing to see how short I have to go anyway. So, yep. Alright, well, let me grab about 50. And we'll just we'll cut all the lines in half. I don't think it's going to be enough of a cut. I'm sure it's not. I think at best I can probably hope for about 20 or 25 blocks per line instead of the 100 that I'm starting with. Okay. $185-meter stabilization distance. Yeah, the ship isn't that long. Like, it's going to be a little bit bigger than the original, but basically the barrel is just over 100 meters long. 185, yeah, no. Not even on the new, slightly bigger one. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Consumption, right here, still more than 2.5. Well, it peaks at about 2.5 times this, but that's not the point. Like, it's still not going to work. Is this... Yeah. It's working. Okay. So it's doing a little bit slightly better, but... Yeah, it's just, it's an adjustment in how I think about mining, because like for real, I had no trouble firing all, like, basically all 3 of these, and I can't even fire 1 of these. Oh crap, I was supposed to have 3 of these. And each one has to be powered off the base ship. Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? So you had a miner with 200-kilometer lines up until probably Jace Machine was like, you gotta turn that off, dude. Here's what I'm gonna do. Bacon, I don't know if this really answers your question, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut out one of the waffles. Alright, so now, if I did that right, every one of these lines should be running off this one computer. I think maybe I did that right, although it's really hard to tell with the new UI. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading JW's message in chat. Oops. Good. Alright, so, let's see. I don't know, I can replace this later, I guess. I'm gonna just have this line. Which doesn't help a whole lot. Or that system. I'm gonna reduce the number of lines that it has in it. And I'm gonna tie that into probably missile. So with fewer lines and shorter lines, I'll get more beams out of it. It's almost working properly now. Let me let everything recharge here. Cool down everything. I didn't really want missile though. But hey, everything's firing. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. Okay, so the way that this interacts with the old power, like the original Asteroid Drill still has the original power blocks on it. So it is in the old system, and if I get in it and fire it up, it'll work. This, since it has no old blocks in it, but only the new blocks, is on the new power system. So it's kind of weird. It's like both systems are running, and the type of blocks you have on your ship determines which one it is. I can't remember which one wins. Like, if you have both types, I don't remember which one takes precedence. I know that in survival, you can't even get the old stuff anymore. In fact, yeah, I can't get it in my creative menu either. So, new construction pretty much has to be the new stuff. I wonder if you can actually, like, salvage. Like, I know at one point you could get the old docking stuff, even after the new docking rail system, by salvaging it. I wonder if you still can. I don't know. Like, with the power, I mean. It's not really relevant to me. I'm not going to do it, but it's just a question. Yeah, I'm going to have to reduce the number of beams even further because I gotta have at least 2 of these. Ideally, I would have 3, but I'm willing to compromise down to 2. There, so. So it's not going to be continuous beam the way it had been. And there's a lot of empty space inside here. But I guess that's okay. And really what that means is I can make this self-powered. Do I have enough space? I think I have enough space. Like, this is farther out than it needs to be. Let me go ahead and do that. Because that would be... like, if I could kind of cut this loose as a drone, that would slightly make up for the inconvenience of having it be much, much less powerful. Die. Die. Die, 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 die. There we go. Yeah, self-powered docking is dead, for sure. But that's okay, like, that's alright. My idea right now is that maybe I can at least, like, undock these suckers and use them as self-powered drones. Since I'm going to be able to incorporate a full power system and I'll have room for thrusters and such. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move this back about 6. I miss self-powered docking, by the way. It was a major part of a lot of my plans, but, you know, whatever. I understand how easily exploitable it was. Just kind of sad I didn't get the chance to exploit it. Alright, reactor power. I need a 5 cube. Just like that. Reactor stabilizer. Let's see, let me actually fill in this with cargo, since I can. Did I park those in the right place? Yeah, I did. Good. Uh-oh. Oops. That was dumb. Alright, good. Now, stabilizer. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got room. Good. Alright, so... Stabilization 44. I need 2. Little overstabilized now, but that's okay. Wow. That does look cool, I gotta admit. Hold on. Okay. I guess I may as well grab some thrusters. Where are they keeping those these days? Okay, probably just double that. Yep, that'll work. Okay, that pushes itself pretty efficiently. Do some token shield systems. Actually, I haven't played with shields at all, so that'll be interesting. It's been a while since I've seen JW's stuff on it. Okay, so does the bubble start with the capacitor or the recharger? I've been kind of unclear about that. Let me just do a little test here. Aha! Okay, good. I need these to be in one group. But I can probably do it more efficiently than that, yeah. Alright, so how do capacitors play into bubble or efficiency or whatever? A little hazy on the details there, too. More rechargers, the bigger the bubble. The center of the bubble is the center point between the rechargers and capacitors. Oh, okay. Cool. So actually, if I wanted to do something like this, got a nice big bubble right there, and I grab the capacitors, pop them right there. Sure about that? Center of the bubble is the center point between the rechargers and capacitors. That's not how it seems to work, though. Whoa! Okay. Continue. Okay. Do not click our own capacitors. Okay. Let's try this. Alright, well, that broke. That's as good a place as any to end the stream. Yeah, I like the new bubble too. It's nice when it doesn't crash the game though. Alright, well anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching, for showing up, for giving me advice, tips, patience, etc, etc. Thank you especially to JW608 for all of his info and assistance with this. Those of you who are watching, if you have not subbed to his channel, you need to click on over there and do it right now. I'm going to be sure that there's a link to him in the description of the archive video. You'll be doing yourself a favor if you're interested in Starmade and you want to know what's up with these latest updates. Check him out. And again, thank y'all for watching. And I will see you in the near future. I'll hopefully even do another stream this week. Although certainly can't make any promises, but it'd be nice. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.